modes of ventilation. These include the fraction of inspired oxygen, which is simply the amount of oxygen being delivered to the patient. Positive end expiratory pressure, which is the pressure maintained in the respiratory system at the end of exhalation. The purpose of setting PEEP is to try and maintain an open lung by preventing atelectasis. Trigger sensitivity is the criteria used by the ventilator to determine if the patient is making an effort. The two options available on conventional modes of ventilation are flow trigger and pressure trigger. Flow trigger is a change in baseline flow measured in liters per minute that is required for the ventilator to determine if a breath has been requested by the patient. Pressure trigger is the change in baseline pressure measured in centimeters of water that is required for the same purpose. These three settings are present on the three most common conventional modes of ventilation. The three most common modes are volume assist control, pressure assist control, and pressure support. And this table is a summary of how these three modes are different. Please note this is a very basic generalization of the volume, flow, and pressure differences related to each mode, but it is the basic understanding required for this video. These differences will be described later when discussing considerations for each mode. There are minimum settings and targets that can be considered for mechanical ventilation with any mode. FiO2 can only be set as low as the fraction of oxygen in the atmosphere, 21%. PEEP is generally set at a minimum level of 5 centimeters of water. Tidal volume should be set between 6 and 8 milliliters per kilogram of ideal body weight. Ideal body weight is the patient's predicted weight based on height and birth gender, not their actual body weight. The respiratory rate when using assist control modes, I will describe in a moment, should be set at least high enough to achieve a minute ventilation that is predicted for the patient, or set even higher if the patient has a known acid-base disturbance at the time of intubation. Predicted minute ventilation can be determined by multiplying ideal body weight of the patient by 100 milliliters per minute. In this example, an ideal body weight of 70 kilograms leads to a predicted minute ventilation required of 7 liters per minute.